What is up, guys? This is Between the Pylons, and I'm your host, John Camacho. Thank you so much for watching my draft profile series. This is another episode in that series. Check out all my other episodes. Like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff, and leave a comment if you have a specific player you want me to profile. Today we are talking about Van Jefferson out of Florida, and this is going to be a little bit different because this is the first profile that I've done on a guy that I'm not particularly a fan of, and I don't like really doing that. He's had a great Senior Bowl. There's a lot of scouts that I listen to and that I've heard are big fans of him, and I don't usually listen to scouts until after I've already made my opinion on him. So I was a little bit surprised. Usually, I'm at least in the ballpark with a lot of scouts, and this one I was not. Most everybody that I've listened to is a big fan of Van Jefferson, and if you are and you're watching this video, I'm not going to totally shit on him. Hear me out. I hope that I don't come across as a hater. I'm really not somebody who wants to be contrarian just to be contrarian. That's not really my thing. I also am not just going to agree with the mold just because that's the cool thing to do either. I really do try to create my own opinions. That's why I have a full program that kind of gives me my grade for me. So I'm not just mindlessly picking a grade. It all does the work for me. So all I have to do is watch the film and give my assessment on the player. With that being said, let's get into it. This is the flow chart for Van Jefferson. All right, here we are. First of all, Van Jefferson is the son of a coach, so he is going to have. He has some of the best route running in the draft, and I'm not going to deny that at all. Absolutely silky smooth. His cuts, change of direction, his footwork, all together is amazing. Which in turn makes his athleticism and quickness plus qualities for him. I have no problem with him as a blocker. Separation, to me, it should be better because of his route running, because of how good his route running is, but it is still a plus grade. I think over 5 is usually kind of a plus grade for a player. Not incredible, in my opinion. I think that has to do with his speed, but I will get to that in a second. Oh, and again, release, absolutely amazing. Things that I'm not as big of a fan on, his body control. I don't have a lot of faith in him in the contested catch, 50-50 balls kind of thing, mainly because I don't love his body control and I don't love his hands, and that makes his contested catch about the same. So they're all 4s. Not the worst. I don't think he's big enough to do it. This is a 6'2" receiver, so he has the size. And I'm not saying he drops absolutely everything, but his hands aren't perfect. They're not up to par to me. I think they could be better. His acceleration, while it is a plus grade, but it's not great. Route tree, I don't think his route tree is on him. I think he can run probably every route, but you don't see it on tape. That's just is what it is. I will say I absolutely hate Florida's offense, and I hate the way he was used. I think that is a big part of it, and maybe that has gone into my grade maybe more than it should have. I don't think so. I think I was pretty fair and pretty, I think I'm pretty good about taking the offense out of it and just grading, what I think the player can do. But, we'll get to that. All right, so we're going to start the film portion of this video. Right here, you're going to see Van Jefferson matching up kind of the middle receiver of the trips over there. Kind of takes a pause off the line, which you see him do a lot, so I think that's coached into him. I love the release. You see the footwork, you love it, but he drops the ball. And to me, this is a microcosm of what watching film on Van Jefferson was for me. And I'm not specifically saying that he just dropped a lot of balls. That really wasn't the whole issue. I'm more so saying there's a lot of good, but there's just something missing for me. And here I'm going to show it again. Love the release. There's absolutely no doubt about his release and not running. We're going to get into that. But he drops the ball. Can't finish the play, and you got to catch the ball to be an NFL receiver. Next one right here, watch him right here. This is one of the best routes. You're not going to see better route running from a receiver in college. You're not going to see better route running from a receiver, period. Look at this. Just, I mean, absolutely beautiful. Ball doesn't go his way. That's not the point. The point is, I'm gonna let you watch that again, because if you're into film like I am, that just is all you need. Look at this. That is absolutely beautiful. Can't beat that. I mean, that's a coach's son. He is so refined in his route running and his release, and you can't beat it. Right here, you're going to see him right up here. Again, you're going to see a good release, and that's pretty much all it is. I don't know. Just a good release. So that's all I need to just show you there. Here, you're going to see, you see him up here, and it kind of comes out of frame. My whole point with this one is to kind of show you what I'm lacking with him. He never creates separation with this corner, and in this Auburn game, he very, very rarely created a lot of separation when he was manned up with someone. So all that footwork, all that obvious skill that he has, he wasn't able to turn it into true separation, and that was my issue with him. Now, he can create separation other ways, but I question his speed. I really do. I have issues with it, and I think that's why, as you see the ball kind of show, he's not ever able to get away from the receiver. And I understand that ball wasn't going to him again, but that's not the point. The ball didn't go his way a lot. That's the Florida offense. Florida vastly underused him because he is a talented guy. The quarterback wasn't very good. The offense wasn't very good. It was kind of stale all the way through. I have a lot of issues with this Florida offense. But here, we're going to show some of his good here. Catches the ball, and, this corner was already in a bad spot, but he does make him miss, and he shows the speed to flip the field, and I mean, that's awesome. Henry Ruggs takes that for a touchdown, but that's not the point at all. He does have straight line speed. I miss speed in other ways. I have some issues there with his speed. But I mean, again, this shows I'm trying to show things that maybe I'm missing. This is a play that shows, hey, he can run. I do understand that, but still, the 40 is going to be a big part for me. And this right here is the last play I'll show you. Kind of just a drop in the bucket kind of throw. Catches it with his body, which I don't love, but that's fine. But he is able to get away from the receiver, and that's it for Van Jefferson. Really a mixed bag when you put it all together for him. From everything I saw, I had issues. There were just points where it seemed like a lot of motion and not a lot of movement, if that makes any sense. Meaning I can see him running. He's chopping his legs really, really fast, and it looks good, but he's not going anywhere. And I don't mean that in an off his release he's chopping his legs. I mean just when he's running, at the start of his route, he's chopping his legs, and he's moving so slow. I don't know. The first thing that I wrote when I was doing my review for him, or my grade for him, sluggish runner. That was my biggest issue, and just after watching all the film, I just can't get away from that. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope I'm wrong on this. It seems like a good kid. Was never really put in a good position at Florida, and obviously wasn't in a great position at Ole Miss because he did transfer out. So, didn't have the college career that I'm sure he was hoping to have. And I hope I'm wrong on this one. I do. I just don't see a high-level player from a purely traits perspective. Absolutely amazing route running. He's going to come out and be far and away better than, maybe even some second and third year guys. He's just that good. It's absolutely amazing. And it did go a long way in making him draftable for me. And I'm not even saying he's just draftable. He's a mid-round player. I do see that. I don't see the second, third round buzz that he's getting. I just don't see that. But we'll flip over here to the grades for him. So here it is. He doesn't really grade out as an X receiver because I just never saw the contested catch ability. I didn't see the hands or just the physical traits to make him an X receiver. So he didn't grade out as an X receiver for me. Doesn't really even grade out as a slot receiver for me. He's just a receiver. I think he just grades out as my regular score, which is okay. That happens with a lot of guys. 5.81, absolutely draftable. This is out of 9, so it's really not that bad. Puts him probably in the 4th or 5th round for me. That's where I see him going. That's where I probably would feel comfortable taking him. If I'm a GM, as based on what other scouts are saying, I'm probably never going to get this guy on my team because there's too many other really good receivers out there. I don't know that I would take a chance on Van Jefferson for me. But again, I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this guy. Tell me why I'm wrong. Show me what I'm missing. Maybe I did see a lot of the Senior Bowl clips of him just absolutely dusting people. Well, I knew he could do that. I knew he had really good route running. That was never my question with him. So that's not really what I need. I think I need the 40. If he can go out there and run in the 4.4s, yeah, he's got me sold. Absolutely. 4.5s I can live with, and then 4.6s he probably goes down on my board. But we'll see what happens, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Also leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Van Jefferson. Let me know if there's any other draft profiles that you would like me to do. And let's keep it rolling, guys. Also, Between the Pylons podcast, check that out. I do a podcast every week talking everything football. If you're into the draft like I am, you're going to hear a lot of draft coverage along with just everything NFL and college. And follow me on Twitter at Between the Pylons. Bye, guys. Thank you.